Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another crypto video. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. Today, we are going to be discussing Hedera Hashgraph. As the market is turning green, we are seeing kinda some stabilization, if you will, with HBAR. Right now, currently my price targets for us to really kind of target and hit is just to break over 20 cents again and kind of hold it. Realistically, I want to see 23 cents broken. Like anywhere between that 20 to 23 cent zone doesn't really excite me. 23 cents though, like when we get up into this area, that's where my excitement will actually be targeted. That's where I'm actually saying, all right, well, we could pretty much see some major relief, some major pumps up, because that's where our main resistance point is. I mean, even if we look here, right, we broke down off of this, 22 almost and a half cents. Before we correct it back down to like 18 and a half cents. So I really want to see us break out of the 23-cent zone. It's pretty much a reclaim of the 200 and also the 50-day MA. It'll show extreme strength. Right now, Bitcoin is kind of ranging at about 35 point almost 5K. It's actually showing some weakness at that 35.5K, but we are seeing Ethereum kind of range up and pretty much lead the way. We could potentially see Ethereum kind of drag alts with it, if you will, especially if we come over to the Ethereum dominance scale. If we look here, dominance is ranging higher on Ethereum. So if we could actually target this 20% zone up here and kind of break over that, which, it's going to take a little bit of time, obviously, but that will actually be very bullish for altcoins and also Ethereum, because that means Ethereum will most likely try to get back to its all-time high, which come over here, we could actually kind of see where that was. I think it was pretty much at, let's see, I know it was in the 3,000s. I think it was almost like $4,000 overall. Oh, so it was actually 4,362. So, yeah, I mean, we could pretty much range to 5K plus on Ethereum, which would be very bullish if we could break out of this, because that means it will basically pull altcoins with it, especially if it can surpass about 25% or so. That would be very bullish. If we actually look here, I do actually have that target point up there. That is pretty much the past bull cycles that we've seen. This is 2017 and 2018. So if we could range up to almost 30%, that would be incredible. But of course, I do think that Bitcoin is also going to kind of range higher and kind of do its thing as always. But right now, it is showing some signs of weakness throughout the market. I mean, if we look here, right, it's 35.4K, can't break over 35.5K. So until 35.5K is broken and held on Bitcoin, I'm not going to get too excited right now. But the market is doing incredible things. We're still up about 3.42%. Hedera Hashgraph is still sitting pretty down in the high 50s. We're sitting at 55 currently in terms of market cap. So I'm really waiting for Hedera. Let me go to HBAR USD. Sorry. I'm really waiting for HBAR to kind of break out into that cycle up there into that 23-cent zone. That would be very bullish for us. Like I said, that would pretty much put us on the path to the all-time high, going into price discovery and so forth. So until that is broken, I'm not going to get excited. I don't think pretty much anybody should really get excited by a pump up into this zone here. If I could actually mark it on the chart. Anything right here is really nothing too crazy, but up here is, because that means that we are basically back on path. Even if we look back here, right, we haven't been in these high zones since pretty much June 9th, which is almost a whole month back. We have been in this massive accumulation though, and it's still, sitting pretty at, we could actually look at about 111 days. And you know what they say, the longer the consolidation, the higher the price point that we get to once we actually finally break out. I already mentioned that in my last video on HBAR. I actually do have pretty much my price predictions of 2021 and 2022. Kind of did some deep dives in on it, why I do think that those are possible as well. If you guys did want to check that out, I will pretty much leave a card in the beginning of this video if you guys didn't already see it. But nonetheless, I'll possibly link it at the end of this video or something like that. You guys could pretty much find it. I just uploaded it like yesterday. But But yeah, I mean, right now that's really what I'm looking for. It all relies on Bitcoin right now. Currently, Bitcoin, like I said, it's really kind of sitting stable at that 35.4k, almost 35.5k zone. So until that is broken, then we're not going to really see any signs of excitement. I'm excited for Monday though. Pretty much Monday will tell us what's going to happen throughout next week. If it is a bearish day, then we are most likely going to have a bearish week. If it is a very bullish Monday, because Mondays are usually always bloodbaths. Mondays kind of tell us what the week's going to look like. For example, this is pretty much a Monday here. This is pretty much what happened throughout that week. And then we also have some, bullish days where, we do see some massive pumps up. For an example, even if we look here on the 28th, so the 28th was here and started green. This is pretty much the whole week, kind of ranged high. This is pretty much Thursday. Friday turned bearish, and this is where we are now, kind of trading sideways as the market kind of does its thing. But nonetheless, I also want to talk to you guys about a little bit of an insight into a partnership with Hedera Hashgraph. This is Red Swan CRE. This is $2.2 billion worth of tokenized commercial real estate. This is actually very interesting to really see. And you might be wondering, well, how does this have any correlation with Hedera Hashgraph? Good question. So if we come over to Red Swan here, so this is pretty much where you guys could pretty much buy real estate overall. This is pretty much real estate blockchain investments as well. So this is pretty cool. Now their partners are Coinbase, Templum. We also see Polymath as well. But if we come down here, there should be a partnership list somewhere. I'm not seeing it down here. Sorry. Let me find that up here. I believe it's in maybe About Us. Let me click this and let's scroll down. So here is their strategic partners. We do see Hedera Hashgraph being a strategic partner for them. Now, I do think that this is very interesting to see. I actually was not aware of this. Shout out to Tom. He basically, gave me this insight here. He actually already listed Hedera here as a partner. This is from July 3rd. This post is from July 1st. So why is this very bullish? So we do know that real estate is becoming a big key component in NFTs and stuff. NFTs, people are actually selling real estate NFTs in Dubai and pretty much around the world. Now, for me personally, I think that this is very cool. I think this is very innovative, and it kind of shows you where we are going in terms of tokenization, which I already kind of talked to you guys a little bit about that. If we go over to Hedera's Twitter. Now, I already kind of talked to you guys about the HTS sort of platform that they're building, which is, the tokenization aspect of it. They are already kind of talking to us a little bit about tokenization.
Imagine.
Oh, sorry about that. That was a little loud. Let me turn that down. So we do see here that pretty much everything will be tokenized. This is pretty much the ad for it. This is the Hedera Token Service, HTS, like I said. Hello tokenization, hello future. I do think that everything will be tokenized at some point in time. That's why I talked about, DOTs and how important this HTS pretty much innovation is for Hedera as well. But DLTs are going to be a platform that is utilized on a global scale. And I think that this is pretty much telling us where we do go. Tokenization, even for real estate, that's a huge key component, especially for crypto. It adds that legitimacy factor, to crypto, where you could basically buy property. You could buy a house. You could buy, we also seen it even with Tesla accepting Bitcoin for, Teslas. Now, of course, that deal didn't work out because of, sustainability problems. And again, Hedera being one of the greenest cryptos, we've already kind of talked about them kind of going into the automotive scene. I definitely do think that is a very high possibility. And I do think that tokenization for pretty much real estate and also buying cars or buying pretty much anything. That's why we even talked about the possibility of an Amazon partnership, because Amazon is one of the global leading e-commerce websites. It's actually like one of the highest ones, if you will. They're pretty much ranked number one. And I think that even e-commerce will benefit greatly from tokenization and DLTs. Scalability problems arise all the time with e-commerce. I see it all the time, even trying to do e-commerce myself. It's a very hard aspect to kind of grasp, because scalability is a very big pain point for any e-commerce brand or e-commerce website. So I do think that when we talk about Hedera basically being a partner of Red Swan, I think that is a big component to Hedera, and it is showing us pretty much that they are on a global mass scale of adoption behind the scenes, because I honestly didn't even know about this. Again, shout out to Tom for this tweet that he sent me. I do appreciate it again, but this is actually very cool to really see, because it is showing us that there's things going on in it behind the doors and that we're just not seeing, right? A lot of this stuff is behind the scenes, and we're pretty much kind of blind to a lot of it, but it is happening. Adoption is happening, innovation is happening, and like I said, utility is key, and I think HBAR provides the most utility that we've ever seen in a utility token to date. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Definitely give Tom a follow. Let me get his @ here real quick. It's at Bega Tom. I hope that I said that right. Definitely give him a follow. I do appreciate this insight. It's very cool to see. I think that it's very interesting as well, because this pretty much provides us with that idea that pretty much everything will be tokenized at some point in time. So it is very cool to see nonetheless. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. Nonetheless, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.